All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So this week, we've taken a look at Kotter's 8 phases of change management model. And today we're going to close out the week looking at that model through the lens of coaching. Specifically, we're going to focus on Kotter's elements 3 and 4, developing a vision and communicating that vision. Essentially, this is a huge part of what coaching is. The ICF defines coaching as partnering with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So how does this fit in with Kotter's 8 phases, management model, change? It starts with that vision. As we've talked about this week, we have to understand where we're trying to go. And that's what coaching helps the client do. Coaching helps the client understand what that future state looks like, whether it's a small project-based goal or a complex personal goal. What we want to do is we want to get clear on what that future self looks like. Describe it in just vivid detail. Use all your senses. And then 2, we've got to come back to the present. Once we know what the future looks like, we have to take inventory of where we are. And that's step number 2 for coaches and clients. We identify the future state, we come back to the present, and we start looking at the gaps. What's different from the present and the future? What are the behaviors that are holding us back? What are the resources that we lack that we need to get us to that future state? We start taking that inventory. Once we have our inventory, we've identified the differences between future state and present state. That's when the coach and client can start working together to help that client develop steps 1, 2, 3, 4, however many it's going to take to get there. Not only do you develop the path, but you also evaluate and identify those obstacles and pitfalls that are going to pull you back into that comfort zone. We're talking about change here, and it's messy and uncomfortable and unpredictable. So the better prepared you can be to move towards that future state, moving through, over, or around those obstacles and keep you on that path, coaching can help with that. Identifying what that future looks like, identifying why it's important, and then charting a path to get there and overcoming those obstacles. So, again, how does this all tie in with Kotter? Well, going back to his 8 phases, establish a sense of urgency, build a coalition, develop a strong vision, communicate it, empower people to clear obstacles, celebrate your small wins, consolidate and move forward, and anchor. Coaching is going to help us along all of these 8 phases. Once we develop that vision, where we want to go, why we want to go there, we're able to communicate it. That gets us steps 1 through 4. We build our coalition from that vision, from those value-based drivers, and we establish that sense of urgency. From there, we look at our resources and our network. Who can help us get to this future state, helping us clear these obstacles? And as we have our path charted out, steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, we secure those small victories that allow us to consolidate, move forward, and then anchor ourselves closer to that ideal state. It's a difficult process, change always is, but coaching is just one really powerful tool that's going to help us get clear on where we want to be, why we want to be there, and how we get there. So that's coaching in Kotter's 8 phases. Thanks so much for watching this week. We'll see you next week.